Welcome to another score predictions video on the channel. I haven't done one of these for a while, but I thought with the Manchester derby being this week, I'll have to do one. So these are my score predictions for game week 22 of the 2025-26 Premier League season. And starting off with that Manchester derby, first game of the week, kicking off at 12:30 on the Saturday. And, well, the big news for Man United at the moment is currently Darren Fletcher in charge, but talks with Michael Carrick taking the managerial role until the end of the season. And Man United did exit the FA Cup against Brighton, but in their last couple of games in the Premier League, a 1-1 draw against Leeds, a 2-2 draw against Burnley, also a 1-1 draw against Wolverhampton Wanderers as well. Teams right at the bottom of the table that you would expect them to win, really. Man City picked up a few draws of their own, drawing against Brighton, Chelsea and Sunderland. So the trend suggests that there could potentially be another draw for both these sides, but I'm going to pick a winner in this one. I'm going to say that there's going to be a ton of goals, and I'm going to go for a 3-2 Manchester City win in this one. I feel like Man United are going to attack more. They'll also leave themselves open a lot more, though. And, fancy Man City to win in the end. Okay, next up, onto Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea are taking on Brentford. Brentford doing really well after a slow start to the season. They now find themselves up in 5th place. Chelsea have had some horrid run of form of late, lost to Fulham, drawing to City and Bournemouth, losing to Villa. But Brentford do tend to have their good results at home. They are away from home in this one, and I do fancy Chelsea to pick up all 3 points, and I'll back both sides to score, but I think it will be a comfortable victory for Chelsea in the end. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win in that one. Next up, Leeds United against Fulham. Leeds, another side that are doing really well as of late. I know on the form you can see loads of draws here. They did lose to Newcastle 3-4, but that's still a very good performance against that side. Drawing against Man United, Liverpool and Sunderland, beating Crystal Palace 4-1. Also drawing Brentford, and drew with Liverpool as well on the other reverse fixture just over the Christmas period. I would say, despite most of those results being draws, they are putting up some good performances. Also at the same time, Fulham are putting up some great performances as well, picking up some big results as well, beating Chelsea, drawing with Liverpool. So I'm going to go for a draw in this one, and I'm going to go for a 1-1. I think it will seem like the fair result for this one. And then next up, Liverpool against Burnley. Liverpool, they've had their problems this season. They've struggled a bit at times, but I fancy Liverpool at home against a really struggling Burnley side who have picked up the odd point here and there. But I fancy Liverpool to easily win this one. I'm going to go with 3-1 to Liverpool. Next up, Sunderland against Crystal Palace. Both of these sides had a strong start to the season. They're just dropping off now as the season goes on. But yeah, I'm going to back Sunderland to win at home at the Stadium of Light. They normally manage to grab some spectacular comeback or late equaliser, or manage to hold on to the game really well just at home this season. So I'll back them to win this one 2-1. Crystal Palace, of course, a shock result in the FA Cup after losing to Macclesfield Town, 5 divisions lower than them, but also their Premier League form at the moment doesn't look good. So I am going to back Sunderland in this one to pick up all 3 points. And then Tottenham against West Ham, another two sides that are struggling to find form at the minute. Just a draw here will be a fair result. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in this one. Next up, we've got the final game on the Saturday before we move on to the Sunday fixtures. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. Nottingham Forest are managing their way through the fixture list really this season. I think they will just about survive. They're currently 7 points above West Ham, and even though there's going to be loads of defeats, they're picking up that gradual win as they go along, and West Ham doesn't seem to be threatening them at all. So I do think that they will painfully be able to survive this season, but I think Arsenal will win this one. I think they will make it hard for Arsenal in this game, so I'm going to go for a close game. Arsenal will win in the end, though, 2-1. And then on to the Molineux, where Wolverhampton Wanderers, who have started to pick up a bit of form as of late, although their victory was against West Ham, as we've just mentioned, just completely look way off it at the moment. But against Newcastle United in this one, who are in a good bit of form, beating Leeds, Crystal Palace, Burnley, you could say they're on the low end of the table, but they have put a load of goals past them, so they are performing well. I'm going to back just a comfortable 2-0 away win for the Geordies in this one. And then on to the final two games of the week. We've got the final Sunday fixture, Aston Villa against Everton, where I'll back Aston Villa to win this one. I think it'll be a close game, 1-0. Everton got quite a few injuries at the moment and going through a struggling patch. Villa definitely seem to have picked up form since the start of the season. So yeah, I fancy Aston Villa to win this one. But yeah, I still think it'll be a tight game. And then we finish off with Brighton against Bournemouth. I feel they've had complete mixed results so far this season and not really make up the most of picking up points against those bottom teams, but they're going to be playing against each other now, so we'll see what happens. I'll back the home side in this one, though. I think Brighton, I'll just favourite them over Bournemouth in this one. I think we'll see a 2-0 home win for Brighton in this one to wrap up my Game Week 22 score predictions. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and I will see you all in my next video.